1, 2, 3. Awesome job on that stop signal. Way to go. All right, so normally after our instant activity, we'll go a little bit longer and we will go to our home-based spots. But since we don't have our home-based spots yet, we're gonna get those next week. Today, we're just gonna come back and sit in the white square to go over the rest of our things today. So when I say go, please walk. How are we gonna move? Walking. You're gonna walk and have a seat in the white square. And also bonus points if you sit in a space where you're not gonna talk to somebody while I'm talking. Bonus points if you do that, all right? All right, go ahead. All right, so we will start every class with an instant activity. Sometimes it'll just be a quick jog like that. Sometimes it'll be a challenge like the fastest class challenge. Or sometimes it'll just be a quick game that we play. And that's just a way for us to warm our bodies up because I know y'all just got here and you haven't had a chance to warm up. And then we'll get a quick stretch while I'm taking my attendance and then we'll get started with our lesson. Raise your hand if you know, why is it important to warm up before we do like a sport or an activity? Why do you think that's an important habit for us to build? What do you think, Simone?
Because you might not know how to do it, and that might help you.
Okay, good. Yeah, sometimes the warm up will be helping us for the game that we're going to play. Like we might be practicing throwing with our warm up and then play a throwing game. So that will help us out. What do you think, Suzanne?
Get more energy.
It helps us get our energy up. Like we were kind of tired when we came in. Now we're starting to move around. We're starting to wake up a little bit. What do you think, Ellie?
To get strong.
It does help us get a little bit stronger, yep. The most important reason though that I want y'all to build that habit of warming up, those are all great reasons. The most important one is that it helps us to prevent injuries. So if we warm up before we jump into a game or an activity, it's actually gonna help us not pull a muscle or injure ourselves. Did anybody raise your hand if you got to see any of the Olympics this summer? Did anybody watch the Olympics this summer?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't say talk. Just raise your hand if you got to see a few of the Olympics. Okay, we got a few people. If you didn't, you should go look at it. It's so cool. On YouTube, you can see all the highlights of the best people in the world doing the different sports and the different activities. But if you got to watch it, you would see for every event, doesn't matter which event you were watching, you could watch swimming, you could watch track and field, you could watch basketball, you could watch the rock climbing, you could watch the surfing. For all of the different events, the athletes that were doing those events, if you saw them before they were about to get on their to their event, they were warming up. They were stretching out like this. They were getting ready because they know that when you stretch out, when you warm up, you have a better chance to perform well, like you guys were saying, but also to prevent injuries and they don't want to get hurt. So that's why we're building that healthy habit for ourselves that I want you guys, even when you're out at recess about to play some soccer or about to play some basketball, or if you're going to run on the track out there, just do a few of those stretches that we work on in PE class and that can really help you to perform better and also prevent injuries. Make sense?